Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited to be able to share with you today some combined tips using both yoga techniques and the essential oils to help you if you feel like you've got some digestive trouble. Maybe you've overindulged over the holidays, or maybe you've just had something that doesn't agree with you that well. So we're going to talk about some yoga poses that are going to help with the digestive process, and also oils to use in conjunction to get the best results that you possibly can. So the first oil that I'm going to talk about, and the main one, is Digest Zen. We know that this has all of those beautiful tummy loving oils that are going to help you if you've got bloating, nausea, just generally anything in the tummy area. This is the oil to reach for. So the first thing I'd suggest is making up a roller blend with this oil. Now if you happen to have copaiba, I would suggest adding some of this oil as well. This one's going to help with any inflammation in the gut area, and also any pain that you're experiencing down there. So if you have this one, definitely add it in, but if not, we're just going to stick with the Digest Zen. So you will have seen that there's some information on dilution in the group already, so make the roller blend up diluted to whoever you're going to be using this for, whether it be a family member, a younger family member, or yourself. Just make up the dilution in accordance with that. And then when you're applying the roller blend to your abdomen, you want to make sure that you're always working in a clockwise direction. So for me, I like to start on the lower right side of my abdomen, move up towards my ribs, then move over towards the left, and then back down and around, always moving in this clockwise direction. This is the way that our gut naturally works, and so we want to be working with that motion. Obviously we don't want to be forcing things back the other way. So always in a clockwise direction and going around the belly button. You can also then use your hands to kind of massage this in and help with that motion if that's not too uncomfortable. Another thing that you can also do is pop a drop of neat Digest Zen in your navel, in your belly button. What I usually notice when I do this is that I taste it in my mouth, so don't be freaked out if that happens. So massaging around clockwise, and maybe even if you're feeling quite bad, a drop in the belly button will really help with this. So let's move on to some yoga poses that you can do once you've applied this oil. So the first one that I would suggest is legs up the wall, which is exactly how it sounds, right? You chuck your legs up the wall. I'm not going to show you how to do this in this video because my wall isn't that great for videoing. But basically what you need to do is take your hips directly up against the wall, and then don't overthink it, just flip your legs up the wall and lie in that position. You can pop a blanket or a cushion underneath your bum if that's more comfortable for you. And what you can also do is get a strap of some kind. I have a yoga strap here, but you might have the strap from a dressing gown, or maybe a tie, or maybe one of those physio bands that you can get. But if you feel like your legs are wanting to slip out all the time, then you can tie the strap around the thighs just at a comfortable level, so that you feel like you're not having to keep your legs in. So sticking your legs up the wall for about, I'd say at least 10 minutes, is going to get all the benefits of draining the lymph system and getting the circulation to stay around this digestive area, and switch on our rest and digest response, which is what's really important for us when we've had a big meal. So at least 10 minutes. Then a couple of other poses that you can do are, firstly, one which is actually called the wind relieving pose. Beautifully named, I'm sure. So lying on your back, you can bring one knee in towards your chest while the other leg rests out long along the mat. And then gently, as you exhale, pulling this knee in towards your armpit and holding it here for a few rounds of breath. Super relaxing, super easy to do, and just really great at getting out any wind that you've got stuck in your belly area. Then my last pose for this video and getting our digestion going is a twist. So if you're familiar with yoga, you can choose any twist that's, your favorite. But for this video, I'm going to show you a pose which are called windshield wipers. Taking the arms out into a T, taking your feet as wide as your yoga mat or just a little bit further than hips distance apart. And then on an exhalation, just letting your knees drop to one side of the mat. And then if it's comfortable for your neck, you can look away from your knees. So you can see in this position, I'm getting my spine in a nice S shape, a nice twist. And then you can take this pose on the opposite side. And what might feel really nice is coming up to center, exhaling the knees down and inhaling them up to center again. Exhaling them down and inhaling up to center. So you can either do this as a moving pose or you can do it as a holding them on one side and then the other. So 3 poses here that aren't too taxing if you've got that tummy pain going on, but that are going to really, really help massage those digestive organs and get your digestion back to where it should be. I hope this has been helpful.